In this video, I'll tell you how I went from this to this using an ancient Korean herbal remedy. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If this is the first time you visit my channel, my name is Odile and I work as an art director in the beauty industry. I've been researching Korean beauty for over a decade, and on my channel I make informative content on Korean beauty trends and history. So if you like to be the first to know about what's trending in K-beauty, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. Throughout history, it was very common for artists to produce idealized portraits of kings and emperors, making them look more physically attractive than they actually were, as a way to emphasize their power. But when you look at some of the royal portraits from Korea, this is what you see. During the Joseon period, artists used to paint extremely realistic portraits because it was believed that the body was a reflection of the soul, and even the smallest wrinkle was seen as a manifestation of someone's character. And it's thanks to this approach that nowadays we know that ancient Koreans suffered from the same skin conditions as we do today, including acne. In fact, according to the annals of the Joseon dynasty, many Korean kings suffered from eczema, acne, and other forms of skin irritation. But how was acne treated back in the day? Well, in traditional Korean medicine, aka Hanbang, skin is seen as the reflection of the internal health condition of the body. So skin conditions like acne are considered signs of internal imbalances, and they're treated both externally and internally. Acne can have a number of causes, and if you only treat your skin externally, even if you get some temporary results, the problem will keep coming back until you understand and address what's triggering your acne. So if your condition is severe, please make sure to see a specialist. Speaking of external remedies, in traditional Korean medicine, we find many different skincare treatments to reduce acne. But there's one treatment in particular that is mentioned in many historical medical texts, and it's Otunya Kodata. Otunya Kodata, or heart leaf, is a native Asian plant with many medicinal properties, so much so that it's often referred to as shipyak in Korean, which literally translates to 10 medicines. In Korean, this plant is commonly called osoncho or yakmomil, and it's mentioned in the Dongi-bogam as the most effective remedy for skin irritation. The Dongi-bogam was first published at the beginning of the 17th century, and it's widely considered to be the most important medical text of traditional Korean medicine. This is what the text says about Otunya Kodata. Otunya Kodata is a warm and slightly poisonous plant that effectively cures skin rashes. Slightly poisonous refers to the fact that if you eat too much of it, you can experience a feeling of nausea or vomit. But Otunya Kodata is a topical skin treatment, doesn't have any side effects, and you can even bathe in it if you wish, and I'm serious. Bathing in Otunya Kodata water is considered an effective remedy for eczema on the body, and you can even find some dedicated products for the purpose. The interesting thing about Otunya Kodata is that it's mentioned in many historical medical texts from Korea, China, and Japan, and this tells us that it's one of the most ancient remedies used to treat all sorts of skin irritations, including acne, dermatitis, and eczema. And this is all thanks to the incredible medicinal properties of the plant. Otunya Kodata has antiseptic properties, antibacterial properties, anti-inflammatory properties, and antioxidant properties. To sum it up, it disinfects the area it stops infection from spreading, and it reduces redness. It's no surprise that this ingredient is currently enjoying great popularity in K-beauty, and I thought this could be the perfect chance to introduce you to my go-to Korean beauty product that has been rescuing my skin from horrible breakouts for over 8 years, and is the Otonia Kodata Ferment Serum by Jimogen. If you've been following me for some time now, you might know that my skin is not really problematic. Yes, my skin tends to be quite dry, thin and wrinkle prone, but compared to other people, I consider myself to be pretty lucky. That being said, there was a time 8 years ago when my skin actually looked like this. For the first time in my life, my non-sensitive, non-problematic skin had an allergic reaction to a product. Since I had no idea how to treat it and I could not afford to see a dermatologist at the time, I decided to research how skin irritations are usually treated in traditional Korean medicine. Back then, I was already using Korean medicine to treat a health condition, so I figured if it's working for my body, it might as well work for my skin. And it was then that I stumbled upon a brand called Jimogen. Jimogen is a company that makes skincare products based on Korean herbal prescriptions and traditional fermentation methods. Until a few years ago, their products were mainly sold in professional clinics, and it was really hard to get them outside of Korea. But nowadays I saw that you can easily find them on many websites. The great thing about this serum in particular, and what I think sets it apart from similar products, is that this serum not only contains Otonia Kodata, but it contains a synergistic blend of powerful herbal ingredients that work together to treat infection, stop it from spreading, bring skin bumps to a head, soothe irritation, and regulate excessive sebum production. So instead of targeting one or two aspects of skin irritation, this serum is a fantastic all-rounder that takes care of the overall health of your skin. On top of that, the Otonia Kodata extract in this serum was fermented using lactic acid bacteria, and this, combined with other ingredients in the formula like panthenol and hyaluronic acid, helps repair and strengthen your natural moisture barrier, which is what protects your skin against external aggressions and keeps it hydrated. So unlike other acne products, this serum is not stripping and it will work to strengthen your skin over time. The only thing I should warn you about is that this product contains both alcohol and fragrance. So if your skin is sensitive to any of these, I think the best alternative for you would be the Heartleaf line by Anua. Since these products have a much more simple formula compared to the Jimogen serum, I found that it took me a lot more time to get these same results. So unless you absolutely need to avoid alcohol and fragrance, I recommend going for the Jimogen serum. One last thing that I want to mention is that I recently used this serum to save my skin from a terrible breakout caused by mask wearing, as you could probably tell from my previous video. Well, through this experience, I discovered two fantastic products that helped boost the effect of the Jimogen serum and together repaired my skin in less than 1 week, and I'm serious. I tried to use each one of these products on their own to see which one was giving me the best results, but I found that they actually work better when they're used together, and I'm talking about the Red Blemish Soothing line by Dr. G. If you'd like to learn more about this line, stay tuned for my next video. That was it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more informative content on Korean beauty. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.